Those strawberries, Alexis. All right, now we're talking dental issues, and they can affect the way you smile, the way you eat, the way you speak, and let's face it, your overall confidence. And it's time to get that confidence back. Dr. Jay Morris, founder of the Mini Dental Implant Center of Kansas City, joins us. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you, Courtney.
All right, you have to explain this to me. What is the difference between the mini dental implant and a traditional implant?
Well, I wish we had lots of time because there's so much to go into, but take a look at your hand and look at your big thumb, and then your pinky. Okay, there's a big difference in the diameter.
Certainly.
Okay, that's the traditional and the small diameter implants or the mini implant. So you're seeing a large diameter versus a small diameter. Okay, so in the past, a larger diameter was used, and in the past, the thought was more is better.
Not always.
Or more is bigger is better. And you know, and you can go on surgical TV shows and watch that, and you know that there's people that desire big is better, but not in the mouth. And so when you're talking about larger and bigger, you're talking about surgery. A big S, and a big S is dollar signs.
Yeah, nobody likes
and
surgery.
So the more expense with surgery. And the surgery part, unfortunately, they do bone grafting because they make a large hole to place the larger implant, in the bone. So you're reflecting tissue, you're removing bone, and then you're filling it with bone grafting. And where do they get the bone? They graft the bone from your hip.
I'm afraid to know.
From your rib, from your chin, or the top of the palate.
Sounds painful.
And so that is painful. So we're talking about a lot of pain, we're talking about a lot of money, and we're talking a lot of time to heal. So that's the difference between the small and the large. So the small diameter implant, we're talking about only about 2.5 to 3.5 millimeters in diameter. Okay, so we take, and today technology is gone, it's just incredible. I have a 3D, the latest of the latest of technology, and we can see your jawbone, similar to this right here. And with that, I know the width of the bone, of your bone, I know the length, and so that tells me the exact size of the small diameter implant that you need. So we're not creating and building.
Very good. And we actually, you can see this before and after. That's a great example of what you do.
Yes, and see, that shows you that we can do one implant or we can do several. There's people that have side teeth missing or a front tooth or one tooth missing. Today, it's just sad that people don't know this very fast, inexpensive, and non-painful procedure that can restore their self-esteem, their self-confidence in just a matter of an hour or 2 hours in the office. And then if you've lost all of your teeth, you've heard of all the horror stories of wearing dentures. I mean, it is so sad. It's a handicap that you and I don't want to ever, and we don't want our parents, you know, to go through that.
Certainly.
Okay, but if a person has lost their teeth, they can stabilize it in just a couple hours with the small diameter implants, and they're secure, they're in there, and the retention is there for them.
Very good. Thank you so much. This has been wonderful. A great alternative. This sounds much better than the traditional that we were talking about. The Mini Dental Implant Center of Kansas City is located just off 95th Street in Overland Park. Call 913-432-8777 to schedule your complimentary consultation or go online to jmorrisdds.com. Thank you. Alexis.
Tomorrow on Better Kansas City.